Christian?
Reverend Carpenter, look, I know it's late. I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine. Listen, I heard what happened on the news. Come on, Angel Square. How's your brother? How's he doing?
Well, you know, the doctor says that Antonio's holding his own.
Thank God. I'll keep him in my prayers.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Reverend, I'm in trouble. Can I talk to you?
Of course you can. What's it about?
About me killing somebody?
But Mrs. Vega knows me. My name is Cassie Carpenter. I'm Reverend Andrew Carpenter's wife.
And you work for the Banner. Nice try. But Commissioner Buchanan says no interviews.
Right. Clint, am I happy to see you? I phoned in my story, but I'd like to do a feature on Antonio Vega and his family. A tragic life in Angel Square. And I just came from headquarters. And the police want to link Antonio with Andy Harrison and the illegal gun sales. Is that true?
Well, that seems to be kind of...
No, it's a lie. My son is not a criminal.
I told you to get rid of this headline. It's old news. What do I pay you for, Briggs? So you can collect your health benefits every time you get a little chest pain? Stop the presses.
Todd, you may be the publisher, but you're no Rockefeller. If we stop the presses, it'll cost a fortune.
Don't worry about the cost. You just do what I ask you. Now that's what I call a headline.
No way, sonny boy. That is a stupid move.
How's yours?
50 pages into it, and I already know that the golf pro did it on the 15th hole with the pitching wedge. Yours?
Page 57. And something tells me the guy's invalid brother's not really an invalid.
Any more than Andy Harrison is really guilty of selling guns.
Stop. Honey, we said we weren't going to talk about that.
You're right. We're on opposite sides, and we have to avoid the subject.
I think I know just the way to do that.
Okay, just one little question.
No.
One quick...
No questions.
Hank. What kind of charges do you think Hank will put on the indictment?
It'd be nice to have connections.
What? Dylan, how did you get in here?
Emilio arranged it.
Really? Thought he turned his back on me, too.
How you doing?
How do you think? Dylan, I had no choice.
They say that Ice Dixon was unarmed.
I don't care what they say. He had a gun. Dylan, look, if you don't believe me, why are you here?
I know you're not the kind of cop who would draw down on somebody, much less shoot him unless you had good reason. But there's more to this thing, Andy. People are saying that you're the cop who's been...
Yeah, I'm the dirty cop that's been selling the guns to the kids. Dylan, I can't believe that you would even think that I could do something like that.
I didn't say that I'm thinking that way, did I? But listen, I've been defending you left and right out there to those media sharks, and I'm getting tired of it. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to ask you for myself, face to face. Did you have anything to do with selling the gun that killed my sister?
nothing to do with this illegal gun deal. Nick Manzo was the dirty cop who's setting me up to take a fall.
I believe you.
Thank God somebody believes me. You know, I mean, I really needed to hear that, you know? I just wish now that Bo believed me, too.
First thing in the morning, I'm calling Max.
No.
Yes. He's your brother, and he needs to know what's going on.
No, he needs to spend time with Al. I mean, he's having a hard time working through Luna's death. You know, and I'll be okay. You know, I'm a cop. I can handle this. And don't even bother to try to call Kevin in London either. I'll call him when I... If I can get out on bail.
You will.
I'm such a failure.
Andy, what are you talking about?
Kids in Angel Square. I really thought that we could make a difference. You know, you in your way and me in mine. Instead, I killed somebody.
You saved somebody's life. You defended somebody.
All I know is that Luna is dead, and so is Luis Rodriguez. And now Ice Dix and Antonio Vega might not even pull through. I mean, come on. Antonio was right. We were just so naive. I mean, that we could even think that we could even try to save Angel Square.
Let me tell you something, Andy. Tomorrow, that community center is going to be filled with kids. Kids that want to make that place safe. Kids that want to have a good place to go. Now, some of them are going to be prides, and some of them are going to be arrows. You tell me we're making a mistake? I don't want to hear that crap.
I don't know. How did you bring these kids together?
I didn't. Antonio Vega did. After Antonio and Tico were in the fight, Antonio won. And Antonio, he didn't gloat. He just got the rest of the guys together, the prides and the arrows, and he had a talk with them. And he asked them to call a truce. And it's working for right now. He sold them on the idea of one gang called the Esperanzas. It means hope. And so far, it's sticking.
Antonio did that? Well, he doesn't even know.
Cassie, you said you filed your story, right? Well, the feature angle can wait.
But Clint, if we don't act on this quickly, the Sun is going to come up with some tall tale.
The feature will not go to print until the Sunday edition. You can follow up tomorrow, okay?
You're his boss.
Thank you, Clint. Look, I know that she's Reverend Carpenter's wife and that she works for the
Carlotta,
paper,
look,
but...
Cassie is a fair, objective reporter. You can talk to her, or you can wait and read what Todd Manning has printed in the Sun. But one way or the other, the story is going to come out.
Well, I don't think they want the real story. My son is a hero.
Well, I know you said that Antonio was working with the police, but how do you know that he didn't double-cross him? I mean, given his record...
I know all about his record. For 6 years, my son was dead to me. Even when he told me that he was working for the police, I refused to give him my blessing. But I was wrong. And now, thank God, I've been given a second chance. I have my son back. I have faith in him again. And there is nothing that is going to take Antonio away from me again.
Code Blue! Let's go!
Antonio.
I'm not a DA, okay? I don't know what charges Hank's gonna come up with.
You two are
If
friends?
any.
You talk?
You're his ex-wife.
You're right. Hank thinks he's going to win. He's going to come up with a whole laundry list of charges. How confident is he?
Honey, you know the circumstantial evidence just as well as anybody else. Andy Harrison shot an unarmed kid.
Allegedly unarmed.
Where's the gun? Speaking of guns, there's every indication that Andy's the dirty cop selling stolen guns.
Let me ask you something. Let me just ask you something. Why would Max Holden's sister, Luna's sister-in-law, the woman that has been dating your nephew, Kevin, why would that Andy Harrison sell illegal weapons to teenagers? Where's the motive?
Not my job.
Bo, you have been working with her since you became commissioner. You handpicked her for this. You must have thought she was top-notch.
But it doesn't matter. The only thing that really matters is the evidence. And all the evidence points in the same direction.
Well, the press is stopped, and I want you to wait for my orders. Is that clear enough for you, Briggs?
Oh, it has to be, doesn't it?
And I don't make mistakes, old man, okay? I make money off of other people's mistakes, and your sonny boy, Bo, has screwed up big time, and I'm almost selling out every edition because of it. If you don't like it, that's too bad.
That's what I love about you, Manning. You don't have a diplomatic bone in your body. Okay, here it is. Alex here is in the fast lane, heading for City Hall.
Thanks to my endorsement.
And the endorsements keep coming in. Tonight at the fundraiser, Senator Pilkington gave me his backing.
Alex will be the next mayor of Landview. The best friend you and your newspaper could ever have. But a friendship goes two ways.
Look, if you want me to stop my campaign against Bo Buchanan, forget about it. As long as it sells papers, that's exactly what I'm...
If I want to sell papers, I'd give the people more sizzle than steak. Now, what's more sizzle, I ask you? Another story about a suit sitting behind a desk? Or a sexy blonde cop and a Latino boyfriend selling stolen guns to a bunch of kids?
So you want me to stop harassing Bo Buchanan and start harassing Andy Harrison?
He's quick, honey.
You can't lose, and neither can we. That's the best kind of business.
You didn't actually kill anybody, did you?
But I wanted to.
Well, that's not the same. We're talking about the guy that stabbed your brother?
You know, when I heard that Antonio got stabbed, I mean, something inside me just snapped, you know? All I could think of was just revenge. I never knew I could hate somebody that much. So I got a gun, and I went after Tico. But when I had the chance to shoot him, I mean, I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Why do you think you stopped?
It wasn't like I heard a voice or anything. You know, it's just, I just knew. I knew that if I killed Tico, somebody would come after me. And then if I got killed, then Mickey and Eddie would get involved, and then somebody would try to kill them, and then the killing would just go on, and it would never stop.
I think you did hear a voice.
Okay, but fine. But it wasn't from, like, the heavens or anything, you know? I mean, I was pointing the gun at Tico, and then I heard Jessica call my name. And that's when I knew. That's when I knew that I could never pull that trigger.
Well, you see, heaven has a very funny way of finding its way to earth. It's in a voice, it's in a face, a moment of decision. And in that moment of decision, that's when you find out who you really are.
You're weird.
Why do you say that?
Because, I mean, here I am telling you that I am guilty of attempted murder. And you're acting like I haven't done anything wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong. It's what you do that counts, and what you did was good.
Yeah, well, the cops aren't going to think so. They're going to know that I got a gun and I tried to kill Tico.
But you didn't.
Yeah, but attempted murder? Man, you know, they put you away for stuff like that.
Chris, you came to me for advice, right? Here it is. Go home. Try to get some sleep. Tomorrow morning, you and I, we go and we tell Bo Buchanan the whole story.
Honey, you let it all melt. What a waste.
Says a good cop, not to mention a good friend.
You're doing it again.
Sweetheart, listen. I'm going to talk to you now as your wife, all right? Not as legal counsel for the defense. Why rush to judgment on Andy Harrison here? What if the evidence, the so-called evidence, turns out to be a plant? Are you prepared to face the consequences?
What consequences? What are you talking about?
Nick Manzo. The cop who showed you the ropes when you first became commissioner. The cop who's been honored for years of service. The cop who's been decorated for bravery. The cop who has been dealing guns from the police warehouse.
That's according to Andy. You know, that could be a desperate attempt just to deflect focus away from her.
What if she is telling the truth and he's the liar?
I just can't see Nick Manzo doing something like this.
All right. They could both be lying and still be innocent.
courtroom.
Nick Manzo is so loyal to the force and to you. He would be willing to do anything to stop the scandal, even if it meant sacrificing Andy. And Andy, after shooting that kid, got so panicky that she was looking for someone to blame, and she turned on Manzo and made him the bad guy.
You're trying real hard right now to get them both off the hook. You see, that's no go. No, that's not going to work. Somebody that I've worked with, somebody that I've trusted, has betrayed me. Either Andy sold the guns, or Nick sold the guns. And it's that simple.
Todd, the blue-collar workers at East Landview really don't care about the problems of a pencil-pushing commissioner.
I know what they want, Asa. They want sex and they want violence.
Then give it to them. You got the story. A pretty cop comes into Angel Square, sells guns, shoots a kid down in cold blood while getting it on with an ex-con.
Oh, it's just so disgusting.
Look, even if I start harassing Andy Harrison, that doesn't stop me from going after the commish.
Well, how about this? If you focus all your firepower on Andy, you will have two friends in very high offices. Alex here in the mayor's chair, and me standing behind with all the power of Buchanan Enterprises.
I don't think it's going to be that easy for me. Bo Buchanan has been my target for months. It's not going to be easy for me to just turn around and cut him loose.
Easier than you think, Todd. Showtime.
Do I like him? Antonio Vega? Oh, okay, when Bo bailed him out of Statesville and made me work with him, I hated his guts. I mean, it was clear to me that the guy, he had no intention of going straight or doing anything good for Angel Square, nothing except for being the leader of his gang. I had him all figured out, and then...
And what?
I realized that he did care. Especially about his brother. And now you tell me this about these kids going, going along with this plan of his to stop the killing, and...
Oh, no, it doesn't sound like you like him at all.
Well, he is a hothead. He is macho. I hate the macho way that he treats women, but I have to admit he's brave. He's crazy, but he's brave.
Tonio, can you hear me?
Vega, the doctor said...
I don't care what the doctor said. My son has to get better. He has to open his eyes. Tonio? Tonio?
Mama.
My son. Forgive me.
Nothing to forgive.
Oh, no. I should have believed you. I know you were only trying to do good. No one will ever make you doubt you again. I love you, Tonio.
That's all I ever wanted to hear. For so long. Too tough to die. I'll be okay.
A tu rest. Escucha a tu madre.
I remember just, I got jumped by some arrows and I fought back, but I...
Shh, no te preocupes. You're back with us now, that's all that matters. Everything else will take care of itself.
You know, even a commissioner has to sleep.
Yeah, but not tonight, honey. I already called them and told them that I'm on my way down. Oh, what is it?
Andy's going to be flavor of the month with the media. Come on, blonde cop, undercover with a handsome Latino ex-con, dirty gun dealings. Mix into that the upcoming election, and you got one powerful cocktail. I already feel hungover.
Buchanan.
Commissioner, it's Jim Bradley.
Yeah, Jim. Hey, look, I'm on my way down. I've got an assignment for you.
You might want to wait until you talk to him.
Him who?
Antonio Vega's brother. He has a statement. For your ears only, he says.
Keep him there.
This ought to satisfy the people of Landview.
And believe me, Todd, Alex always leaves the people satisfied.
Congratulations, Commissioner Bo Buchanan. The entire city of Landview is in your debt for rooting out the rotten apple in the police department. We
commend you for coming forward so quickly once the rogue cop was identified. By avoiding a cover-up, you have preserved the integrity of the police department and given us back faith in good government, paid for by the committee to elect Alex Buchanan.
What am I supposed to do with this?
You're supposed to print it. I'll take a full page. Hell, make it 2.
But you have to do more than that. You have to write an editorial to back up your statement wholeheartedly.
Alex gave you an out, Todd. You can stop harassing Bo in your headlines.
Because Bo really isn't the problem anyway, is he? It's that rogue cop, Andy Harrison. By the way, get some pictures that show her body with lots of skin.
Do you believe her? Do you believe her stuff? I'm going to tell you something else, Todd. Your circulation's going to skyrocket.
And so will the votes for me, especially in East Landview.
So what do you say, Todd? You want to be a lone wolf all your life, or would you like a true friend in the mayor's office? Your call.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Sweetie, sorry that I'm so late. This story just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about it. On the news, I heard all about it.
Okay. I'm gonna go upstairs and say goodnight to River.
No.
What?
No, he's asleep, and, you go up there, you're gonna wake him up.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. I guess I can kiss my little angel in the morning. Gosh, I'm sorry I kept you up so late.
No, it's all right. We've had visitors all night. Last one just left. Christian Vega was here.
Christian Vega was here?
Yeah.
Andrew, I had been looking all over town for that boy to do an interview. Where did he say he was going?
This is the last known address for Antonio Vega. Check it out, see if any of the neighbors maybe saw anything.
First thing in the morning?
No, now, Jim, now. I don't care. Wake him up if you have to. Memories just have a way of fading. You know what I mean? Oh, Christian, you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, I was going to come in the morning, but I couldn't sleep until...
That's the gun that Officer Harrison used to shoot ice sticks in. She said she found it tonight laying on the dock when she got there. When she saw Ice pointing the gun at somebody, she picked it up. She fired. But you were there, right? Is that what you wanted to talk about?
That gun is... That's the gun that I dropped.
I see.
Look, I went down to the docks looking for the guy who stabbed Antonio, okay? But when I was pointing the gun at Tico, I couldn't do it. So I dropped it and I left it there. So, you gonna charge me? Huh? What, attempted murder?
No.
What?
Christian, from what I hear, you know a lot about art, but you don't know too much about the law. What you did, that does not constitute attempted murder. I could charge you with possession of an illegal handgun, reckless endangerment. Do you want me to go on?
Mr. Buchanan,
the fact is, though, I've seen your record. You've never been in any serious trouble. And you come with a very high recommendation from my niece, Jessica. So I think what I'll do is let you go with a warning tonight. 2 warnings, actually. The second one, don't let me down, okay? Or Jesse either.
I will not, sir. Thank you.
Wait, no, not so fast. We're not finished. Where did you get this gun? No, you really didn't think that I was going to let you go tonight without asking that question, did you? Did you get it from Eddie Velasquez? What about Mickey Rivera? Mickey, okay. Where'd Mickey get the gun?
Honestly, I don't know. Is there anything else?
Yeah. Was Tico strapped tonight?
Not that I know of.
Anybody else?
Yeah, you know, knives and box cutters and stuff, but everybody's got those.
Yeah, but no guns. Not even Ice Dixon.
If he was packing, then you know, then I didn't notice.
And you do notice things, don't you? Because artists notice things. Maybe you, I don't know, you might even notice who's selling those guns to the gangs.
At first, I thought it was Antonio. I went to his room and I found a whole duffel bag full of guns.
Full of guns?
Yeah, but you knew about it, though. I mean, he was working on the cover for you, right?
Well, yeah, that's the way it started, but...
But what? Mr. Cannon, please be straight with me, okay? Look, is my brother in trouble?
As of right now, everybody is under suspicion, okay? Until we get all the pieces together here. But let's not worry about that right now. Okay, I appreciate you coming by to talk to me. And I'll tell you, Christian, I'm really proud of you for dropping that gun tonight, for showing the kind of man you really are.
No, well, you know, I'm no hero. But my brother is.
Look, your mother, she could have lost 2 sons tonight. But she didn't. Because Antonio got very lucky. And because you did the right thing.
Nora? You okay in there? Oh, yeah, I'm just up to my eyeballs in precedent. Come on in, Sus.
Well, I heard Bo leave, and I thought oh, my God, look at you. Don't tell me you're burning the midnight oil, too.
Looks like the disease runs in the family. Do you want some coffee?
Decaf?
No. Oh, looks like we do have some differences between us. So, what's keeping you up at this unholy hour?
Well, Vicky's coming back in a few days to begin her therapy. So I've been going over her case history, and what about you? Why aren't you curled up with a good husband?
Because a good husband is also a good cop. He's down at headquarters investigating the shooting in Angel Square.
Oh, I heard about it on the news tonight. It sounds like they finally caught the bad cop. Well, she killed a kid, for God's sake. Hope she's got a good lawyer.
She does.
Nora.
What?
Oh, Nora.
What?
Oh, Nora, you must be in hog heaven.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. Well, it doesn't take Dr. Freud to figure this one out.
No, let's
now,
not
by defending
this.
the officer, what's her name?
Andy Harrison.
Yes,
Don't
by
start throwing
defending
around your
Officer
psychoanalysis
Harrison,
thing.
you're going up against your husband, the police commissioner, and your ex-husband, the district attorney. Good golly, Miss Molly. You're right where you want to be, smack dab in the middle of a fight. Follow your bliss.
As usual, Dr. Hannon, you're all wet.
Briggs, get in here, will you? So this sexy cop, she comes in Angel Square. She dances the lambada with some ex-con in tight pants. And she sells guns to kids, and she shoots one down in cold blood. Yeah, I'd say that would sell a few papers.
Poor Andy. She'll be lucky if they don't storm the county jail and string her up. Not that I'd wish that on anyone.
The bottom line, Todd, do we have a deal or don't we?
Yes, Todd.
You can start the presses again, Briggs.
Oh, thank God, you've come to your senses.
Wait a minute, Charlie. Don't you want to see the new headline?
It's a beautiful thing.
Enough, honey.
Andrew,
Enough.
Andrew, if I can get an exclusive interview with Antonio Vega's brother, then I will...
The family deserves a few hours rest, and so, by the way, do the Carpenters.
Oh, okay. Okay, right. It can wait till the morning. Fine.
Honey, even Woodward and Bernstein, they took a little bit of time off to get some sleep, right?
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I thought you said it could wait.
Yes, my exclusive interview with Christian Vega, yes. However, I want to write up my notes for the feature I'm working on.
Now?
Yes, Andrew. The first rule of journalism, you write it or you forget it. A mother's plea, the dark of the night. Nothing more than the monitors of the ICU. Carlotta Vega
Carlotta Vega went to bed.
Andrew.
You can remember this and write it in the
Andrew,
morning.
I have a responsibility to my What am I saying? I am so crazy. I'm going to sit here with a stupid computer rather than go to bed with the man that I adore.
Who's that?
Oh, well, I'll give you 3 guesses.
I still say I should have stayed. When Antonio wakes up
Carlotta,
again...
Antonio is being monitored by doctors and nurses around the clock. Now, you're not going to do him any good until you get some rest yourself.
You know, you should have been a doctor. You always know what to say to make me feel better.
Well, somehow it just seems kind of easy. Anyway, right now, I think you need to get some sleep.
Yes, doctor.
Good. Well, I'll be going.
Clem?
Yeah?
Thank you.
Well, your house was on my way home, so...
No, it wasn't. It's on the other side of town. But I'm also grateful not only for the ride, but I just wanted to thank you for being there for Antonio. You've been a good friend.
Well, in that case, I guess I should stop by after work tomorrow and see how you're doing.
Well, that's very nice of you, but I'm sure you have better things to do with your time.
Well, now, don't ever try and tell a cowboy how to spend his free time. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
I had man so dead to rights and I let him go. Trusted him, for God's sake.
Listen, Andy, don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, come on, you found somebody at your work that you respected and you wanted to believe him.
Well, for what? I mean, come on, you should have seen the look on his face when he locked me up in here. He knows he can pin this thing on me and there's not anything I can do about it.
I don't know about that. You're not licked yet. Listen, you saw the people on the docks there tonight. I did too. Somebody there had to see Ice with a gun.
Come on, I mean, I can't exactly go down to Angel Square and ask everybody, can I?
No, you can't. But I can.
Couldn't get a sister who throws pillows. I had to get one that throws psychobabble.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're not looking forward to going up against Bo and Hank. I mean, it isn't a turn-on?
Oh, you are just such a weird shrink. You know that? Really? No, for your information, Bo wanted me to defend Andy. And this is not confrontational, and it certainly isn't sexual.
Whatever you say. Good night, Nora.
What? Where are you going? What, you giving up without even a fight?
Oh, I'm not giving up. But until I find my own place, we still have to coexist, and without your beloved confrontation.
You don't have to, you don't have to move. We've had petty arguments split us up before, but now we're older and wiser. We certainly can live together, two caring, loving sisters.
In separate houses.
Oh, you don't have to go and move. This is ridiculous. I mean, Bo and I are going to be working hours downtown and we'll come home and just collapse after dealing with this case. You'll have complete and utter privacy, that's all.
Oh, no, I get it now. I get it. You won't be able to talk to Bo about the case, but you'll be able to talk to me about it, especially when you're uncertain about your client.
I am not uncertain about my client. Andy Harrison shot that kid to keep him from shooting somebody else.
You really believe that?
I knew you were smart, Todd. Calling the dogs off my son. You've made yourself a true friend.
Two friends. The mayor's office will always be open to you.
So what's it like to have to buy all your friends?
Ooh, wash your mouth out, boy. When you have money and power, friends follow. Your daddy knew that.
From what I know, Victor Lord will be very proud of you tonight.
Amen to that. Victor Lord knew how to go right for the jugular. You've got all his talents along with his money. I've got a hunch that tonight could be the start of a beautiful friendship. Good night, sweet prince.
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
See you in the courtroom tomorrow. And about that bail, Ford knows I'm not a rich man, and I know you said you were broke. Why don't you let me call Max and let him...
No, I don't want him to know about this. And besides, you know, I mean, I'm a cop. I'm sure that the judge will probably throw the charges out.
Andy, come on.
And well, okay, even if they go through with the indictment, I mean, the bail can't be that high.
You don't know that. Let me call Max and just take
Okay, as soon as I come through with my story and Antonio backs me up, then they'll know who's telling the truth. I just wish I could see him. Wish they would let me go to the hospital.
Listen, if they do let you out on bail, going to see Antonio is probably not the best thing to do. They're saying that, you and Antonio set the gun deal up together.
What?
I can't stay very long, okay? I wanted to give you something. I know, it's back where it belongs.
Don't hate me anymore.
Antonio, I never hated you. Look, I was wrong, okay? Love you, man. So why don't you just go back to sleep, okay? All right? Everything's gonna be okay, I promise you. All right? Okay.
It was all for nothing, wasn't it?
No, no way. You know, Antonio, when you were lying here, I mean, look, some of the prides and the arrows came to see you. You made a truce. You did.
So we got the Queen Mother. Hello. You wanted to talk with me?
I got the room next to that hunk, Antonio Vega, the Avery Hotel. Not that he noticed. He only has eyes for that cop.
Officer Harrison? You've seen them together?
Honey, they spent the whole night together.
Sunday, a beautiful teacher accused of sexual misconduct. What would you do if your child was her student? NYPD Blues' Gail O'Grady stars in Trial by Fire on the Sunday night movie. Robin becomes concerned when she learns of a new woman in Mac's life on General Hospital, following an ABC News brief next.